Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the
Everybody
procedure,
stay calm.
everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm!
Wait.
Everybody calm down! Help!
Here. Oh, take my hand. Ah, come on. You're gonna fall unless you take my hand.
No, give me your other hand.
Oh, my other hand isn't strong enough. You take my little hand.
No, get it away from me.
Take it. Take my hand.
How are the emails going, Rob?
410, I think.
Oh, okay, not too bad.
Who's this
kind
I'm
of
17
fun?
away from 1,000.
Great.
Can't be happy for me.
Should we kick?
I
his
am.
channel?
Can't you
We
tell?
just had that whole discussion. You had that whole discussion, and you can't even be happy for me.
I am. This is me being happy. I think it's fucking
Oh,
awesome.
okay.
Good for you.
Yeah.
No, I think it's great.
I've
I
never
think
seen that.
1,000. Good for you. I want 2,000. You can make 100 grand. Fuck that. $500,000. That's what I want to see. Get on it. Get on it. I want it to be the best book in CG. I know you could do it. I know you could do great. I want you to make 200 day one. All right. Day two, another 200. Day three, 400. That's what I want to see. Nothing
so
but
good at
success
that.
for you and your family. I want your kids to grow up and be millionaires.
Oh shit!
That's
Thank
it.
you. I'm touched.
Yeah, I know.
I wish all the same for you too, Camel. The genuine friendships that you form.
That's right.
I love that. I love the clip because like you can watch him when you tell him right at the start. Oh, I'm like 17 away from 1,000. You can see his eyes, and it's
Just
like his
like,
brain
his
is processing the
mother-
response. It's great.
Sierra Whiskey, that wasn't live. No, that was just a clip of the goodness that can happen. You'll notice here that I am joined not only by Rob Arnold, but Mr. Shanthan Jetty of Nosfero. And look, there he is, painting away.
That's
in
right.
all its glory. Let me see if I want to make Shant bigger and Rob and I
Oh,
smaller. No, it's more interesting. Look at that.
Oh, okay.
No, but you're
Rob,
the
I
same
was thinking-
size, Shant. Shant,
What?
you're the same size as us.
Oh, wow.
So it all works out.
That's a trip.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
How you going, everyone? Thank you for joining us here on this somewhat impromptu live stream. Rob, you missed me yesterday. You didn't get enough of me.
Did I miss
Needed
you?
to,
No.
yeah, because we didn't stream yesterday. I did a draw stream by myself. It was actually pretty successful considering what I was doing, which was nothing.
Yeah.
I was doing what Shant does. Shant, I don't know if you caught it. You know how like sometimes you'll just get on a stream and just sort of paint and you don't know what you're going to paint, but it's just whatever happens. That's what I was doing, but I was
Every stream.
I was sketching things out.
Nice.
Like
And,
what?
I was sort of brainstorming a cover. Actually, I can share it with you.
Yeah, let's have it.
Arrogant ape.
Hey.
What the hell is it? Where did I save it? Oh no, it's on my. I can't. It's on my iPad.
Mate, the amount of fucking excuses you have is staggering. Jesus.
Fine, I can. I mean, I suppose I can. Let
God.
me download it from my iPad, bring it
my
up
God.
on the stream. It's actually pretty cool because someone asked me a question. It was Simply Green in the chat. He said, "Okay, this is cool. What's the story though of this cover?" And he kind of stumped me at the time because I was just sort of working through it. But I think I figured it out. So let me find because Rob is being demanding here.
I mean, I
Where is
set
it?
you
What's
up with
it
a layup here, Mike, which you've just ignored. Arrogant Ape has just become
Oh!
a YouTube member.
Arrogant 8 YouTube member. Hold on a sec.
You little ripper! Thanks, lads.
Arrogant Ape was the winner of my latest rigged giveaway.
Nice.
I did a rigged giveaway Yes,
I love
the other day.
the stickers. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
I love that.
Stickers.
Like, oh, guys, man, I love stickers so much. Here are all the stickers I collected.
What? I don't understand. What's wrong with that? I don't. What? What's
If
the
you
problem?
love them so much, Mike, why did you give them away?
Because I love my chat more than I love the
Mm.
stickers, and I want to give them something. Let's just say hello to the chat before we get lost in time here. Special guest, who could it be? Mr. Shanthan Jetty. How's your father? SCA's here. Sierra Whiskey, who's just continues to crush it over there on Twitter.
Yeah, he's very good.
I retweeted the new cover of his Malin book that he's doing with Donald, which just looks crazy. Everyone go sign up to that. Atheline's here. Who else? Voyager. Who else? 80s Made here. Wow. We got Ray. We need to have a beer with Ray, Rob. You got to have a beer with Ray because Ray is our mate.
Wow.
He's in Melbourne.
Yeah.
I'm
sorry I
Ray,
had to hear that, Ray.
The Bartons. Dean. Let's all go have a beer before Christmas.
Okay. Maybe where Clayton and Corey live, it's kind of in the middle of me.
I'm happy with that. They're sort of like what? Slightly North Melbourne.
Yeah,
just
maybe
like
30 minutes from here.
I think they're around Brunswick or something. It's about 30-40 minutes from me too, so that's probably a good idea. Let's get centralized. Apologies, Shanth. We're just organizing a little.
What's that person's name, Mike?
That's Toe Hair.
Oh.
No, he sent me a DM. He sent me a DM or a comment at some point. He said, "Hey, if you don't want to say my name on this live stream, just call me Toe Hair." And I said, "Thank you, sir." Geekazu's here. Whiskey. I say Sierra Whiskey. This backwards name thing is not working for me. I saw Bancroft streaming and left Malin's stream for some sanity. Yeah, I mean it's kind of a different.
No way. Ray's in Eltham, dude. I grew up in Eltham. That's
guys,
crazy.
You country bumpkins.
Wow,
That's
amazing.
Weird.
I think it's best if we go to the city or close-ish to the city.
No, let's go to Eltham.
Camel Moon's here. I thought you'd be asleep, Camel. You could pop in. He's got the link. He might be playing video games. It's toe hair if you're gay though.
That explains a lot.
Huh.
All right, let me see if I can bring up. I mean, I don't know how much I got done. Is that it? No, that's not it. Yeah.
Camel says, I'm coloring inking. Yeah, so the same thing we do every week, Camel. But you're not here for it today.
It's all right. We got a ringer.
Mike, I don't know if you've been paying attention to the Camel Moon art contest, but this is an early contender, I think. How do I make this big?
Holy
I put that on. I showed that off yesterday. Yes, I did. I have been paying attention.
Yes, I don't know how many other entries he's got, but that one's fantastic.
Nice.
He's gotten one other that I'm aware of that are that people are sharing. But I'm sure there's more incoming. And I saw Shelby talking about it that day. He said $1,500. That ain't nothing. So I'm thinking more people will join in the festivities. Festivities, is that a word?
Festivities. How does that feel? Getting
I hope I had this saved.
Oh, don't you?
Oh,
that's a new one.
That's a new excuse. Let's just roll out.
Let me open my iPad here. Hold on a sec. If this is like not saved and all that glorious work. Oh no, it's right here. It's on my iPad. I can just connect my iPad. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, just save it at least. Make sure it's saved somewhere.
This is just another excuse, chat, for the lack of work Mike's going to get done tonight.
Well, I hadn't really planned on doing a draw stream, but it's fine. Okay, Painted Death cover. Now, is this a Clip Studio? It looks like it's a Clip Studio file, which means all right. I gotta go hunting for this.
Too bad we can't see it. Yeah, we need like a black line edition so we can show it off properly.
Oh, I did the full zoom in. I know how to do this stuff.
But it's
all right.
Blue,
They already
it's
saw it
blue
all
line,
yesterday.
Mike. It's blue line. It's a bit hard to see regardless.
Hmm.
What's up, David
Just
Feed, Paulie's Art, SDA? Good to see everyone.
All right. Okay, that's on the desktop.
Since
Aha!
Michael is ignoring you, Shant, how have you been?
Oh, it's been a crazy 24 hours. We have a pet rabbit, and the pet rabbit came down with GI stasis, which is an emergency. So we had to put it overnight at the vet's office, but it pulled through. So we're doing great today. How about yourself?
GI stasis.
Yep.
Okay.
Are you just making words up, Sean?
No, it had a issue with its connectozoic, which is a big deal.
It's a doodad?
Yeah, oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, it was out of control.
What's your rabbit called?
A rabbit named by my daughter. I want to make that clear. No, my rabbit's name is Dumpling. And Dumpling...
That's cute. I like that.
Makes good eating.
Oh, let me tell you this. So if you're wondering how much it costs for a bunny to be rescued overnight from GI stasis, that would be $700.
This is why I
Just
don't
feel
get
that?
pets. This is why I don't get pets.
Yeah. But I told my wife, I was like $700, and she said to me, and she had a good point. She said to me it was cheaper than a divorce would be, and so we went with the $700.
Were you tempted to go for the rabbit replacement option?
Again, that would have ended in a divorce. She made it really clear. It's one of those. Camel.
All right, presenting now. Okay, do you see that?
It looks like he's trying to focus. I can
So
see
it's
it,
like
though.
some MC Escher
Holy
stuff.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. Before we get to the thing, $2 from Camel. One, only one back out to 27K, maybe two, one-ish, or one golf cart to 37K.
He's
Make your
broken
choice.
$40,000 dues.
That's right.
No, not 40,000. Really?
I'm looking at it right now.
Holy crap! That's
He's
amazing. Well
he's
done,
got
Camel.
200. He's got 250 backers too. See.
$40,000 days. Well done. That's
No,
impressive.
that's great. I wish him all the success in the world, him and his family.
So I had this idea. I was like, I always wanted to do something a bit like the Labyrinth, a bit like Alice in Wonderland, falling down the rabbit hole. I was listening to some really trippy music from the 60s and 70s. You know, like I'm not even gonna sing it, but you would know them if I played. And it was just in my head, and I was like, MC Escher, you know, his relativity stairs thing. Has anyone done that in a comic? And I actually went and I found one. I was like, yes, and it was a European comic.
Of course,
And I was like, okay.
And you
All
instantly
right.
got a boner.
I started thinking, and so I got this 3D model of those someone had made of those stairs, so I could kind of like get and see how it would fit in the format of a cover, and it fit pretty well. So I'm like, okay. So then yesterday on a stream, I just started sketching out loud, just with the chat, just kind of working through. Imagine if all the different planes and everything were different parts of the story of Painted Death. So here you've got the throne room and the ziggurat with the throne up here. Over here's the mansion that they end up in. Here's their outside their apartment with their door ajar. These are all like important things that happen in the story. Here's the laneway where they're going with the motorbike. Here's the catacombs up here with the skulls, and and here's the outside of the mansion here.
Where's the police car with the police written wrong on it?
I could put that in. That's a good idea, Rob. If you had
Mm.
been there, you could have suggested that. That's a good
Let me
idea,
say.
because I was wondering, like, what else do I need? And someone said, okay, well, that's pretty cool. And then I showed off some artwork from Mark Simonetti. You know that guy, Rob?
That's Crackhead's guy, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Crackhead doesn't own him.
How do you know?
Let me open up these. Pieces that I was showing off yesterday.
And you know
How
what
did you feel
could
working
do-
that way, man? Did you like it?
Yeah, it was really interesting because I had no idea what I was going to do. I was just,
That
and
is-
the chat were like throwing ideas at me.
Yeah,
And I
man.
was like, oh yeah, that would work. And then we were doing it, and it was Simply Green. And if you go chasing rabbits, that was the song I was listening to.
Yes, that's the one.
How does it go? It's really trippy. It's got a great.
Were you
spark to
doing
it.
mushrooms, Mike, or LSD?
No, everyone
or
was
something?
asking me
Magic
that.
mushrooms.
Everyone was asked. That's the song I was listening to.
You know, the
and-
cool thing with this is like you could put the police car inside one of the buildings, and that would like
Yeah.
It
Because
doesn't really matter,
I
it's
said
all
like
crazy.
there's cool like light sources all around. Here's the Star of Ishtar. Here's those hanging braziers or whatever they are. All these doorways could have light coming out of them. And yeah, a cop car absolutely would be another cool light source. Let me share with you some of these pieces that I was getting inspired by. Where is it? Here. So this is Mark Simonetti.
Yeah,
I
he's a
think that's how you
freak.
say his name. And he is just like, that's really cool. I wouldn't do that sort of color scheme, but I love this kind of. I mean, it just. I was like, wow, that's really. It makes you stop.
Beautiful.
It makes you stop and look and just kind of want to go in there.
Dude.
Camel says, Braziers is my favorite website.
I don't know how you say it. All right, it's one of those words that you've only ever read, but you've never heard anyone say because it's archaic. Hanging
Maybe-
braziers, says Sumo.
maybe
So,
go
yeah,
for
I
a
don't know.
different word.
Well,
So-
it's a big hanging flame pit thing. I don't know.
How much do you reckon? Like seriously, how much do you reckon this would cost to buy? Like to commission him to do something like this? What do you reckon the price would be?
I don't think it would be too unreasonable. He does a lot of book covers. I mean, he's a working artist. So that like really inspired me. And then I saw these colors and I was just like,
Nice.
yes. So yeah, I love that palette with the blue and the orange. And it just
Yeah.
feels really lucent as well. And I like this. You got like people running around on the rooftops. That's really weird.
Assassins.
And there was that bande dessinée
yeah.
thing that
Oh,
I
there you
saw,
go.
so this is really cool. And it's funny they have like kind of, it's not the Star of Ishtar, but it's pretty similar in that there. So I thought, going back to that question that Simply Green asked, like, what's the story? I thought, well, on top of just sort of, it fits that it's like this labyrinth and everything's weird and discombobulating and everything like that. I thought, well, the story could be the actual story of Painted Death, which is Ella and her companion being chased by the Order. So like they could be literally being chased sort of, around this. There could be them running, and then there could be the other guys, but led by Le Marechal, who Rob calls Zoe Deschanel, chasing after them on the thing. So I thought that was a pretty cool. It all fit in, and obviously it's very, very early days sketching. But I think
what'd be
it could look pretty
crazy
cool.
is if you did it as a wraparound cover. Mike's like thinking, is that worth the amount of effort that I would have to put into it?
Yeah, maybe. I'll have to think about that. I'll
'Cause
have to think
then you
about
could
that.
do like a huge puzzle.
You could still do a puzzle. Puzzles can be vertical.
Hmm.
Simply Green says the
they
gears
can
are
be.
turning, and also said, yeah, it was White Rabbit by Jefferson Airplane. You're exactly right. That's the song I was listening to. That it was one of. The cool thing about Spotify is you type in one of these songs and it will find other songs that keep you in that same mood. So I was working, listening to these trippy songs from the 60s and 70s, and just I was getting in a headspace. It was really good. All right. So that's what I did yesterday, Rob, in front of everyone, which I never do. I never
I'm proud of you,
know
mate.
that.
Well done.
That's awesome.
Well
I
done.
never sketch in front of the people.
Do it.
I never
That's the way to
expose
go.
myself like that. But I unfortunately I didn't expose myself. Thank you, Sierra Whiskey. Finally, it was doing my head in. I couldn't compute. I didn't expose a meme that Frakoff made. I was told afterwards I watched it on the stream last night, but I didn't show it to anyone else. So I was watching. So people were just seeing my big fat head watch you going, ha ha ha, ha, that's funny. And I wasn't sharing it. And I was like, you're an idiot. Everyone was telling you to share the screen and you weren't reading it. There was like, I don't know why, there was like 80 people in there last night. So I was a bit, so I should really share it now. He's sent a couple. So when people go out of their way to make memes of you, you should probably, which one do I click? Is it this one? I see now it's not even sharing again. God damn it. All right, I'm going to make sure I'm sharing this time. Okay. So this is a meme of, I think it's me and Camel.
Mm-hmm.
You would recognize this where this came from, Shant.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's how I draw too. I just uncover the artwork. That's pretty well done. You're gonna face at me like that.
That's dark.
I know, right? And then there's another. I haven't. So I saw that. That was the one I was laughing at yesterday, and no one could see. So let me share this one now, which I haven't seen. I have no idea what this is. Hang on, that's not it. Share video meme. Okay, I have no idea what this is. It just says a video meme about Mike. So I guess we'll learn it together. I'm Neo. I've had that dream.
Mm-hmm.
This is great.
Great song.
It's like real life. So accurate.
Yeah.
Thank you, Frakoff.
Yeah,
Keep them
accurate.
coming. All right. Let's put off coloring a bit longer because I want to show you guys something cool. Are you ready for it?
No.
I don't know. Chain brush. Uh-oh, what do we got?
Oh, is it set up?
It's pretty much set up. I just need to finalize the confirmation email and the abandoned cart email, but it's pretty much set up. So as soon as you go there, you can set your. If you're not automatically American, it'll automatically set it to you to whatever country you want. But I think we should probably change it to the US, because I want to show people the prices and stuff.
God, my cover looks great. Fantastic.
Shant, Rob
Yes.
claims this cover.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
It's great. Why is that?
He claims
did
it because he suggested I change the traffic lights from green to red, which was a good idea, and it fit, and it works. I give him that.
Great
But
job,
it's
Rob.
not your cover.
Thanks, man. Yes, man.
I
It
can't-
completely
is
is.
his signature is his signature under the where it says Second Chance campaign, or is it? Where's Rob's?
Yeah, I know, right?
signature?
It's on there somewhere.
Weird.
Jesus, Rob.
Huh.
Rob's cover is the best Lucent cover, says Eric Grant. I got to stamp
Excellent.
this meme down. Quick smart. All right, so this is the sort of like homepage. If you remember the Ripperverse, he had like a homepage, and then you click through to the campaign. I've done the same thing because that's how these
Dude, I
sites
know
are
you.
sort
I
of
know
set
you
up.
don't think I drew the cover, but I have evidence here. See,
No.
it's got my signature on it.
Simply Green says 90% Rob, 10% Bancroft.
That's right.
Thank you.
Noah
Thank you.
says that was the only good idea Robocopter has had in 40 years of life.
Damn.
So you scroll down, and I took a lovely photo of my book. That's an actual
That's
photo.
fantastic.
And it's just a little thing here. Both just click through the campaign. Look what I've got here. Is Mo in the chat? I'm glad he isn't. Because that is the propaganda trailer right there. You know the one, Shant.
Yeah, the
with,
one I play
you know-
every 5 minutes.
No,
that
a
one.
different one.
Oh.
Let me
Huh.
just. I won't play the whole thing, but I want to share some audio here so you can bask
let
in
me
its
see.
glory. Let's just go up. Let's just get up to the point where Az is really celebrating me, huh?
There you go.
Oh, hang on, we gotta get the full.
The Lucent Waking Dream by Michael Bancroft, who is a great animator.
First book in the Lucent series is a 76-page. Man, you're going all
Oh,
in.
look at you! Look
This
how
is
old that.
really well done.
Uh-huh.
And the fact that you do all of it is kind of, it's mind-boggling.
You write pencil, ink, color.
The quality of the artwork and the little bit of the writing that they've shown off is superb.
Great artwork.
Thank you, Az.
I mean, look how good
Look at
that
Adam
looks,
Post
John.
there.
Real qualified dude. Yeah, I like his stuff a lot. And I love the
There
movie.
you go. Anyway, so that's there for anyone who wants to know how awesome I am.
That's great, man.
And there's some reviews that I snagged from Indiegogo and eBay. So people who have bought from me, directly, they just, it's a little bit of that. You can sign up to a mailing list that'll, I can add to my normal mailing list. You can change the currency, all these links and everything. So that's all set up there. So if you click through to the campaign, and as well, you can sign in to get an account, but you don't have
That's
to.
awesome.
You don't have to do that to log out. And
Which one? Nomad Damon. He says, "Hey, that's me."
is it?
Say what?
Who are you, Nomad Damon? Anyway, so this is
Mike.
the page.
Can I throw another idea at you?
What?
What if, right? And just go with me here. What if you made that lightning go up to the Lucent title?
No, because I like the sort of rule of thirds. So she is down there. I don't want to split the composition in half. I've placed her there. I've actually been very kind of OCD about exactly where she is on the page. And I want her to be down there. I think compositionally it sits well. Oh, your first eBay review. Oh, excellent. Thank you so much. Which one is yours? Hold on, let's go back. This one? Cinematic storytelling with believable dialogue and a world that feels familiar but mysterious. Is it that one?
Heck yeah.
That's very cool. Thank you so much, man. That's awesome.
That one down the bottom right looks just like a token copy and paste from any other kind of review on Amazon.
Yeah, but that's all right because it's still like it's what he said,
Yeah.
I am an excellent seller, as always, with exceptional shipping and packaging. That's all true. Trust and buy with confidence. You can. Proven over many, many years. So yeah, what did I say? Yeah, you can sign in. You don't have to. And I'm offering so you can get it signed on the cover, signed on the title page, or unsigned. That's an option.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep. And it's $20 for the book. and it'll be 10. If you just get the book, it'll be $10 shipping. If you add anything else, it'll jump up to 15. And then
how long did it take you to do the whole thing?
I've been doing it, every kind of third or fourth morning before work, spending a couple of hours on it. So I don't know exactly how long, but
ballpark.
Let's say somewhere between, let's say probably 10 hours. 10 hours all up. But I had a lot of this stuff already, like in terms of all the imagery and stuff. So if you have to do all that up, then a little bit more. I still have to do some editing. I don't know exactly how. Like, I have to word it that you won't be getting these items until I'm into fulfillment somehow. It's because it is an online store. It's not a proper crowdfund. It's got a crowdfunding thing on it, but it's really more pre-selling. So I've got to make that clear. So I got to find a place to put that clear, make that clear. I've added the unedited edition, a poster, and I've added this as well. Sumo, you recognize this? Sumo made these for me.
You really need some more stuff to sell, don't you?
I never had any real thing to do with them, but I think I can sell them on the thing as a little add-on. They're like a little enamel challenge coin thing in the shape of the ginger root hand. Little fun thing.
That's awesome.
I've got about 40 of them. So yeah, if you add that, then it'll go to so just say if I go to let's say I want an unsigned copy of the thing here, and I go to checkout. Let me hang on. Now let me go to my not checkout, to the cart.
Eric Grant says, "Can I get Mel's signature?" Sumo is losing his mind at you. He's saying Sumo says $8. What the F, Bancroft?
What is that? Is that too much? Is that not enough? I don't know. You let me know, man. I got no idea how much these cost.
Hail Eric Grant, man.
It was a gift, wasn't it?
Well, he sent me 50 or 40 or something. I don't know. I'm just thinking of fun things I can add to the campaign. I don't bloody know. But yeah, so you add things here and there.
That's way too low, bro.
What's too low?
The price, $8. That's way too low, bro.
How much do they sell for? I don't know. You tell me. It's your item. You tell me. That's why I do all these things on stream, so you guys can tell me. And you can just add stuff like that here and there. There's all kinds of different payments. I'm not doing PayPal because they have a thing about pre-sales. That's how Ripper got his
really?
Money seized. Yeah, you can pre-sell, but only for up to 20 days. So anything after that, they'll seize your funds. So once yeah, what I'm going to do is exactly. What I'm going to do is if I reach the goal and I can start printing, and then I get the books and I'm just selling normally, then I will be able to turn on PayPal because I'll be sending them out as we go. That's the cool thing about doing it this way. You don't have to wait for the cash. You just get it. He says he'll DM me. All right, good.
No, don't DM him, Sumo. Just type it in chat. We all want to know.
But it's work. It's pretty good. I'm waiting on one other item to come back. To get to me so that I might be able to add that on, but other than that, that's about it. I mean, it's supposed to be pretty bare bones. I don't even know if these items, I don't think they do, if they if they qualify for the crowdfund. I don't think they do. So this only counts the books sold.
Do you have to do it this way? Do you have to do it as a pre-sale? Can't you just, I don't know, commit to printing a certain amount and selling them that way?
Yeah, I can. No, I can do that, but I would rather crowdfund that money, that initial thing.
And then maybe change it later on and then do it the other way? Is that what you'll do?
What do you mean do it the other way? What other way?
Well, like just having the product there. Like once you've done the crowdfunding portion of this,
yeah,
like switch it to like a sales thing so you can get your PayPal set up.
Oh yeah, no, I can put PayPal on it even when it is still crowdfunding, as long as people get the books within 20 days, it's fine.
Okay.
So, yeah, and the cool thing about it as well is I've got that shipping thing set up so that no matter how much stuff you add, the shipping won't ever go over $15 for international. So,
do you need to put a Mel signature on the signature thing? Or is that just going to be
I'll make sure there's a comment section in the checkout if people want any extra weirdness. So, and we'll see what we can facilitate. Oh, Mel, you're right. Say hi to the Rumblers. Why am I always forgetting this now? I apologize. We are simulcast live on Rumble as well. I don't know if anyone's there. There's 4 watching. That we always have 4 watching these days, even when I don't say anything. So, hail you Rumblers.
Hail.
I know you're out there.
Camel, you should put that comment into super chat so Mike has to read it. Let's just say that.
Please don't. I don't want to start any drama. God. But yeah, I'm thinking, assuming everything works and assuming the test prints come back good and everything's fine, they'll be arriving on the 12th. I think this might be happening on the 15th of this month.
And do you know how many you're printing?
Not yet.
Okay.
But we'll see.
And like you're going to start selling them this month before Christmas?
Yeah, look, this whole thing it's not like I'm not really, hoping for a massive campaign or thing. It's just to, make sure it all works, see how the back end functions and getting all this stuff. And
how many comp copies do I get?
Why would you get because of the cover?
Because of the cover, clearly.
You can get a copy. You can get a copy. That's fine. Woo-hoo. And it's a more streamlined book. There's just a matte laminate cover. There's no UV spot, and there's no interviews in the back, so it's thinner. That's like, as I want to make it cheaper, and I want to make it cheaper to ship as well. Someone actually said on one of the videos I did on this, like, that's the best international shipping they've ever seen. It's pretty good. I mean, $10 is pretty
$10.
reasonable.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, just for the book. If you add anything else, it's gonna jump up to 15.
Mel says there's only 3 copies of the first edition available. Crazy.
Yeah, it's true. Hold on a sec. This is it. This is them right there. That's all that's left.
That's amazing.
The original batch, first edition. Those 3 right there.
Mel must be proud of you.
I hope so. It's taken a long while to get here. A long time. And a lot of work. But yeah, those 3 editions are available on eBay, on my eBay store, which I think there's a link to that in the description if you want to grab them. Yeah, all right. Cool. That's what I've been up to.
That's a new world record, Mike. 40 minutes and you haven't started doing any drawing or drawing yet. Congratulations.
That's dark.
Very impressive.
Yeah. Probably should start, hey? How's your book going, Shant?
Oh man, it's going. It's been crazy. I'm looking at the final scene of the book right now. I'm doing pages for that, and that's it, man. We're getting close. I'm still kind of beside myself on it, but yeah, man.
What do you mean when you're
great.
beside yourself on it? What is that? What are you saying?
Oh, I just am. What what's the word I'm looking for? From, and you know how this goes, from coming into CG, back in books, all, you know, for me, coming through the Fandom Menace side of things, to, you know, being inspired to do those 2 art books and then launching my first CG project to getting to the end of this book in terms of art, it feels like, you know, a whirlwind. I can't believe I'm here. You know, I'm working on, this is a page I was working on today, and don't fool with it, Mike, if you're working. Just stay working. But, shit. So this is
It's all right. Rob's got control. Rob's got.
Oh, he's got control. Oh, good, good. This is a page I was working on today of sort of, it's like a flashback sequence of Nosferatu, and coming up with this last panel and just how the top panels kind of melt into it with this smoke. It's just, these are the things that are starting to flow and kind of come together as I work on this thing. And the same thing goes with panels like this, and then this one where, you know, the snake is coming in up the stairs, you know, having swallowed her, and sort of.
Is there some sort of Conan the Barbarian inspiration there, Shanth, or just coincidence?
Are you kidding? There's a huge Conan the Barbarian influence. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, nice.
It's super. John Milius's Conan, which we were talking about on Double Impact. I think was it last week? No, it was the week before last. Huge influence, and it was because I just love, like, even things like well, because, you know, the Frazetta influence is there, obviously, so there's, you know, it's always going to have a little Conan in it. But I was looking for, I've actually am at the point now where I have so many pages kicking around at the same time. I'm like, where did I put that page? Huh. Oh, this one, yeah. This one, which is really a lot of fun right here. Oh, Mike, that looks great, man. Oh, this is Rob's page. This is Rob's page. But just where he's, you know, coming up the stairs with the book and, you know, kind of,
oh, yeah.
you know,
great
attacking.
page.
You know, this
Look at that. Mike, check that out. Take some notes.
No,
Put
Mike,
that in the memory bank.
He's got it sorted. Oh, my God.
No nips.
No nips, that's right. Hashtag no nips. There you go. All right. Oh, that's looking sweet, Mike.
Hashtag all nips all the time.
There you go. Oh, man, yeah. Yeah, Fandom Menace was just, I saw that question asked, and I had to say that it was basically where, for me anyway, I got my you know, passion to take my painting work and bring it into comics kind of reignited, because it was just a bunch of us sitting around. It was kind of one of the early spaces for the culture wars, and a bunch of us sitting around going, isn't this crap? You know, aren't these movies awful? And it sort of coalesced around that. And so that was, Ethan back in the day was on a show called The High Council with Jeremy Griggs and Jeff from World Class BS, and so yeah, that was kind of my. I think I was watching them before they did that, but that was kind of how I came into it all.
Been watching a bit of them again for lately. I haven't been doing that in a while.
Yeah.
But you know, I've sort of been talking more about that stuff myself again.
Yeah,
so,
I've been thinking about it more.
I don't know, I just you know, it's been piquing my interest a bit more of late. So I've been watching, more of their stuff.
What are you doing here, Mike? What are you doing?
It's difficult to see because this is very subtle. I'm just putting a very subtle, like, and I say subtle, I mean very subtle, hold on some of the shading on the skin. Just to soften some of it up a little bit.
Dude, your colors look great on camel stuff. Holy cow.
And this is only the beginning. I haven't put like, we're only, you know, a bit of the way in, so.
Oh, you know who your stuff are, and this is one of my better compliments I can give. So I hope it's like this. You know, your stuff is really leveled up. Remember that insult you paid me when you said? I love that.
You used to be shit.
You were shit before, son.
Yeah.
Now look at you.
You're welcome. But no,
I can't believe you did this.
I
It's a little
know.
like that.
It's like Mike's solo streams. They used to be terrible, and now they're quite good.
Yeah. Do you know who Dave Stewart is? The colorist Dave Stewart did a lot of Hellboy stuff for Mike Mignola, and he's a brilliant colorist. But he's done a ton of different stuff. His color palette and what he does with it is some of my favorite stuff, and I feel like I've always seen that in Lucent, but when I see you moving over into this stuff, you're kind of it's weird. You've altered your style to work for Boots and Heels, but it's totally still you. It's great, man. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Camel says Heels' hair looks great.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, she came out well. Wait till we put her skirt on. She's a bit lewd at the moment. Needs to cover up a bit, but
yeah. Why are we?
No, I think I think that's for a bit later on because her skirt is like a pearlescent thing. So what color it is gonna really, it's gonna really be informed by the what's around it and the lights and all that sort of stuff.
Mike, there's a little black smudge in her hair.
Oh yeah. Not
That's
anymore.
it.
There isn't.
I'll take my my coloring credit. Thanks, Camel.
Oh yeah, Rob. How would you like your signature painted on Nosfero? That's one of my other concerns.
Just get rid of the front page and just replace it with my signature. That's how I'd like.
Well, no, that's your name. That's where your name's going to be on the dedication page. I can't get rid of that.
Okay. Whatever you feels best.
I shrank my wife and kids' names. I just kind of moved them down, and then I just thought I'll just put your name over theirs because if I
what have they done for you lately? They've made you spend $700 on a rabbit.
That's exactly right.
Have I made you spend $700 on a rabbit? No.
I'm telling you.
Not.
I tell you what, man. Listen, you're right. And the weirdest thing is, I doubled down and I took out another $700 to put out a hit on it, which to me is just throwing good money after bad.
What is it about?
Good to see you,
Hail Mo. Like ever since I heard that song, now I'm just hearing about rabbits everywhere.
Dude, let me tell you something. Don't you remember, Detective? You've twisted my arm. His name was Cat Branchman. He worked at the Kitty Club.
Camel says Mike Hill's left upper hip is rock colored.
Oh yeah.
What?
Oh yeah.
As it is.
Oh, look at that. Flatting. Who did that? Shocking.
What ifs?
I think we need a really intense highlight there. I'm just spitballing, guys. No. Okay. If it was a Shanth piece, like a lens flare there. Oh, man.
So, Shanth, this is going to sound like a really silly question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. You obviously can paint incredibly well. Does it translate the same to drawing, or do you find drawing more difficult? What's the go?
Yeah, it translates to drawing, but I was talking to my wife about this today after, the fight over the rabbit. Because she's like, how could you spend $700 on a hit? And I was like, listen, it's my money. But she said to me, she goes, what are you doing in there? I go, I'm just drawing. And I go, I mean painting, but I basically draw with paint for the most part. And what I did, because I came up just doing black and white stuff, so I like drawing. I just think that naturally the way I think, I'm more of a painter, but that's where I started, was drawing. So I feel way more comfortable drawing than I do painting.
Okay.
I mean, in terms of as a habit.
Oh, that looks so much better.
Dude, that looks great. Dude,
can you color her skin, Mike? Because that would be fun for me.
What's that? You want me to color her skin?
Yeah, some highlights and some shading and.
I put some highlights on them already.
Oh yeah.
I turned them off because I want to focus on the shading at the moment. She has shading on her. Look.
Yes. I like her hair. It does look good.
Actually, I just thought of something. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can find it. I'll be right
It is a
back.
pretty fun piece to color. I'll give him that.
Yeah, I mean, like all the characters are completely different, which is nice.
I found the shortcut, by the way, in Clip Studio Paint to do this. See this?
Mhm.
You hold down a selection of keys, and then you just move your mouse, and it changes the size of your brush. And I couldn't find it in Clip Studio.
Mo says, Rob, you know what makes Bancroft nauseous to focus on her color for too long? That was good, Mo. That was a good one.
That was a dark comment. So this is a black and white story. I was thinking about doing something in black and white for CG.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
So this
Yeah,
was
man.
an idea
Looks
I
sick.
had.
Look at Sharp.
So
looks sick, dude.
And then let me see if I've got a couple pages. I just did it in a sketchbook because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do at that point.
I'll buy that.
So it was like, let's see here. So this is some of the stuff. And then this right there, which was kind of, and you can sort of see these lower panels there. And then this was him sort of going
That
into
looks
the
rad.
Yeah, dude.
arena.
Put this
And
on the
then-
campaign somehow.
I
Yeah,
gotta
it's a
focus
different
on
thing.
one thing at a time, you know. And I don't know what I want to do with this. It's just like a brainstorm session. But you know, you
sick,
see
dude.
like how this stuff comes together. It's just like
Yeah.
just trying to figure out different
It's-
things. So
it's-
yeah, this was go ahead.
Your style, like your painting style and your drawing style are so similar. It's amazing.
Well, where's the one? This page of the big kind of creature coming and confronting him.
That's
That was
awesome.
fun. So
That's sick.
yeah, I mean it's just like that's the kind of stuff I do, like when I'm doing black and white.
Hell yeah. Chris says, Rob, where the hell have you been, mate? Haven't seen you since you and Clayton. Dude, I've been here like every week for like years.
It's true, he has. We can't get rid of him. Great to see you, Chris, by the way. I feel like I haven't seen Chris. Is that the same Chris from Clayton's show?
No, that's Chris. That was Chris
Oh, that was Chris Cranham.
Cranham, yeah.
Yeah, well, good to have you here nonetheless, anyway.
Yeah, thanks, Nate. Hail to you,
Whichever
brother.
Chris you may be.
Yeah, that was sick, Shanth. I really like that, dude.
Oh, thanks, brother. Appreciate it, man. It's just, you know what it is? It's all where the stories come together. Do you know what I mean? Like I had two ideas before Nosfero, and every time I said no. If you go and do a Comicsgate book, you have to be 100% like, you have to know it's, you know, that's the hill you're going to die on. And that was like, when Nosfero came together, it was just like one of those things where I wasn't forcing it. I was just, here it is. It just happened. And Nosfero 2, which, God, I love the idea of that title. Nosfero 2 is I'm fighting it back because I stay on one project at a time, but man, some of the stuff I've come up with for that, I'm loving. I'll see where it goes, but it's gonna be really cool.
This guy he's got a really strong chin.
Yeah, he does. I mean,
It's a movie star chin.
Do you think like Camel's projecting there?
What? That's what his testicles look like.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. Paulie's art says the black and white reminded me of Mark Schultz and Andy Braz.
oh, jeez. Thank you, man. Although I won't have you insulting them in my presence. But thank you for the compliments. Mark Schultz is like, no, it doesn't. But I appreciate that, Polisart. Seriously, I love those guys.
That was a really good chant. I really liked that.
Oh, dude, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
I really like the axe swing. Looks sick. Like it looked like you could feel the motion of it.
Well, you know what I was trying to do with that was I was using a brush and ink, and I was basically, well, sort of like in a way Schultz does that too, and just kind of sweeping it, across, sort of like painterly style, and letting it be sketchy. And it was really fun. I mean, it's a really fun way to work.
Skip does that too. Skip Edwards.
It's a blast. I think you've been watching my streams too much, Mike. When I see you brainstorming live and drawing, you get a taste for it, man.
I know.
It's
Not my
really
thing.
great, man.
I got a super chat, Mike from Camel.
Still only one backer away from 27K, and he says, "Thanks."
So, like, here's the thing that cracks me up though, when you were like going, and I've never done that. I've never just sketched and brainstormed live. And I'm like, it's not like you've ever done anything like, I don't know, rollerblade down an incline with on fire, like watch this stuff. It's amazing.
Has he though?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
I know. It's like, I'm like, what the hell?
Mike is one of those people that has one of those lives. He was a rollerblader.
I have lots of stories.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, are they really all true? I mean, really?
They are.
Yeah.
Weirdly.
I've seen the footage.
Victoria calls them Papa stories. She's like, she always gets excited to hear a new Papa story when I remember,
That's nice. That must be a
new
nice
one.
feeling.
It is.
Does your daughter call you Papa?
Yeah.
My daughter
Yeah,
does
when
too.
we
That's really funny.
When we
Papa was a rolling stone.
when we I called myself Daddy,
Yeah.
which sounds so weird now.
You what?
When she was born, but Mel and her mum, who were here, she was here as well, called me Papa, referring to me, and because obviously they were around here a lot more Papa stuck, so
Yeah.
I'm Papa. It's the French way.
So you're gonna get a pet, Mike?
Why do you ask? Oh yeah, we're getting chickens.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
Better than nothing, I suppose.
Kind of shocked now with all this rabbit stuff going on that you haven't gotten a rabbit yet.
Oh, Clark would love a rabbit. He would absolutely love it. But who's going to look after it? Me.
Well, I mean, come on, you're not going to look after it. It will just die in its
Someone's
chicken
gonna have
coop.
to look after it.
Jesus.
Mike will talk to the chicken like, just go out there and crawl into a bush and die.
That's some ancient lore. I have to say, you got a little bit of respect from me off of that. I was like, all right, maybe we do have some things in common.
I was giving him some. He still talks about it too. He still talks about going up into the bush.
Yeah, that's what it's about, man. You got to say that every now and again. It's like, I mean, do you guys have expressions like that?
Consequences.
When my kids were little, they'd say, "Hey, where's this?" And I'd go, "It's in the kitchen." Then they'd go in there, "I can't find it," and I'd reply, "Open your eyes." Did you guys ever have those?
Yeah, but I can't say that because I'm the worst offender. Just ask the kids or anyone. I'm the worst offender of that. I can't see things in front of my own eyes.
Male refrigerator blindness is real, though. Everybody knows that.
That is true.
It's a thing.
Mel says, please note we are getting the chickens after our return from France.
After.
When's that happening, Mike?
Well, they'll be leaving in March. End of March.
Right. So ages away.
Yeah, we got plenty of time.
Mike's like, oh, please don't go. Please don't go. But also, yeah, you're going.
No. You laugh like Yoda. You know, Rob laughs like Yoda.
What the hell?
For the Jedi, it is dinner as well. Man, so you were talking about getting drifting a little bit back into that stuff. And I have to tell you this, that stuff for me has been coming forward. You did a video about it, but I really think it's not, how do I word it? You know, when people talk about, oh, we look at what YouTube's talking about and people create videos, I don't think that's the case. I think the Indiana Jones thing really opened a wound for a lot of us. Like, we're like, seriously, you can't seriously be doing this kind of stuff. And I've been getting really annoyed about, you know, that stuff now. Like, I really found myself, like, just naturally. Like, I've known about that for a while, but I'm just, God, guys, stop.
It's funny, the Indiana Jones video that I did, which was a clip. I've got a clip already cut up too of Willow too that I'm going to put out tomorrow.
Oh, man.
Has really gotten people's hackles up. They are going hard at me in the comments. They're really offended that I'm
really
saying this stuff. Yeah. And I even got one guy today. It's like, oh, please stop using the word woke. I'm like, no chance.
No.
It's like, oh, it's just clickbait. You're just like everyone else who uses it. It doesn't mean anything. I'm like, no.
It totally, yeah. That's
of
when
course it does. That's the reason why people don't want me to use it or don't want anyone to use it is because it's so powerful. I just responded to him with the quote from V for Vendetta about words are the means to meaning, and for those who are willing to hear it,
then he shot himself.
Pathway to truth or something.
Jeez Louise. Rob.
And cross quoting Vendetta again.
Oh man. So yeah, no, I go down on the side of I'm not going to let. Sorry, well, listen, it'll keep a marriage lasting, but when it comes to the no, Rob, I will die on that hill. But the thing about it is that when I see this kind of stuff, it's like don't tell me what to say. It's the Jordan Peterson, do not police my speech. I will use whatever
it's gaslighting too.
It's total absurd. I hate that stuff. Oh,
it's
so
like, oh, you've
woke.
discovered a word that really, very aptly, and you didn't discover it. Like, this is their word.
Yeah, it is their word.
It's like just like 1,000 words in the past that have been kind of taken back and then reused, just like Comicsgate was.
Yep.
In a very like powerful way. And now that that message is working, all of a sudden people come out who are pretending like they've got your best interest at heart. Like this guy was like, "Oh, if you keep using the word woke, I won't sub to you." I'm like,
"Yeah, oh,
boo-hoo.
I'm doing all right, thanks."
Bye.
Yeah. Did you put? Oh, dude, please go back and post a link to Justin Timberlake's "Cry Me a River." I'll give you $1.
And it's like you're gaslighting me into thinking that woke isn't a thing, that it's just what you say it is, that it's just whatever I don't like and da da da. No.
Yeah.
It's a specific thing.
We know what it is.
One of the big reasons why all this shit is happening. We're going to continue using it.
But didn't people like? I haven't even watched the Indiana Jones thing, but didn't people check out after the Crystal Skull movie?
Oh, I certainly did.
Here's the thing. It's not that whether people check in or out of it. It's like saying, didn't people check out after Return of the Jedi with Star Wars? This movie is not about an unnecessary Indiana Jones sequel. It is about an erasing of the character of Indiana Jones. It is about a Marxist takeover of that property. And it is so much worse. Like it's how do I word it? It's something that's only necessary for them to destroy the mythology, basically, is what they're doing it for. It's just like the Star Wars sequels. If people don't like the prequels, that's fine. But they were the creator of the project doing it. This is Rings of Power level stuff. Like, we're just gonna completely erase the intent of this work. It's nuts. Ooh.
Mo had a good comment like 5 minutes ago, but Bancroft was talking. He says, are you going to name one of the chickens B-Rose?
No.
Oh my
that
God.
will not be happening. No, we've been having arguments over what the chickens are going to be called. Because I want to go with something traditional. like Henny Penny or something like that,
or
Colonel
chicken.
Sanders.
Yeah, I'm getting a fair amount of pushback on that.
But you're not gonna take care of them anyway, Mike. So why do you get to name them?
Well, because I want to. What do you mean? I want a cool chicken. We've already picked what chickens we're gonna get, like what the breed is and everything. The selection anyway. So
you should throw a mouse in the chicken coop and just freak your kids out.
Okay.
Rob, honestly.
Simply Green has it. Drumstick. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. These are my 3 chickens. Oh, man,
we won't be eating these chickens. They will be our egg makers.
Until you get B-Rose to make that promise.
Yeah, B-Rose suddenly wants out
Shows
of
up
trip to
in your
Australia.
backyard.
Mo says, Bancroft is going to name one of the chickens Blackie and then take excessive delight in the slaughtering of the poor beast.
I don't know what to say to that.
If one of those chickens has a white face, I have a thought. You could call it White-Faced Richard. That could be cool.
We are getting a black one, big fat black one. So that is happening.
Oh my God.
Someone clip that, please.
Oh my God.
Don't you love it when you can just take things totally out of context?
That's basically Comicsgate, right? In a nutshell, everything taken completely out of context. God bless us.
Mo says Bancroft insisted on a big black cock.
It's not a cock. It's a female.
Mate,
you need eggs.
I feel like I'm going to
opened
quote Monty
Pandora's
Python.
box, yeah.
It's a bit early to start imposing genders on it, don't you think? They were so ahead of their time.
What's up, Courtney?
Speaking to what we've been talking about, Mel and I have been watching the making of documentary on YouTube, which I highly recommend everyone watch, of Arcane. It's a 5-episode series, I think about an hour each, 45 minutes. Really brilliantly made documentary. I'm surprised it's not on Netflix, actually.
Was Kennedy in there?
No. Not that I know of. And it's astounding. It's astounding to watch. They get into how it's made, why it was made, the whole process of it. And I will go again, Mo. I will. Because you got to listen to some of the stuff that these people say. Like, it's all started with this one guy who is like, he really wanted to do this against all odds. It never been done before, brand new, breaking barriers, doing something
What
new.
was breaking barriers about it?
Taking a game and making a TV show about it that wasn't what word did they use? Like action. I can't remember. They used a specific word, and making one of the best dramatic TV shows of the last decade out of it, but doing it in this groundbreaking animation style that had never even been conceived of at such length before. And to actually get it to the point, the way the guy actually got Riot Games to invest the money into it is crazy. But then you actually get into them actually doing it. I mean, the Fortiche, the French studio that did the animation, went from 4 people to over the course of the making of the first season, they hired 300 people working on their team. And the language they use, they're like, every decision we make, we want to honor the players. We don't want to disappoint them. And every decision, they're like, what will the players think? Will this be good enough for them? And it's like the exact opposite of what's going on in the mainstream. It really is something to watch. It's and the passion and the skill and the crazy lengths they go to for just like, they're demanding perfection at every step, in everything, in music, in storytelling, in animation, in art, in everything. And it's great. Like, it's like no one is doing this right now. No one else.
Yesterday, the 5th, December 5th, was Walt Disney's birthday, and that is basically all of his core tenets. I mean, it's so absurd. Like, the blueprint for running successful entertainment businesses has been there for decades now. Half a century, more, almost 100 years. 1928, I think, was Mickey Mouse, Steamboat Willie. So this stuff has been around forever. And it is painful. It's painful because they have resources,
They talk about Disney, and they say, those old classic Disneys, you can watch them from, when was Snow White made, or what? Like, you can watch Bambi and it still holds up. Like, you can just watch it. It's a perfectly fine movie because they were making art, and you can pause any frame of Sleeping Beauty and there'll be a piece of art on the screen.
Yep.
And it's the same with Arcane. So like, it'll last forever. It doesn't matter how much the animation develops and the technology develops. Like, it'll still hold up over time.
Yeah.
It's a really good documentary for anyone who's like,
I don't know, man. I feel like you're giving the animation team way too much credit. Like, the whole the whole world has already been established. It's not like they're creating something from nothing. Like,
they did, Rob. All of these characters were not. These characters, all their backstories, all their interactions, that wasn't fleshed out until Arcane. That was all just whatever video game stuff.
I didn't want to be here for another domestic, and here I am.
David Feed says, we could have had a Shurima Civilization ending, God's Return in Epic, but no. Instead, we got a garbage drama about a nut job with daddy issues. Great. Mo says...
It was great. It was
they must put some powerful brainwashing in later episodes.
Best TV show, I think, of, I don't know, going back to Breaking Bad, probably.
Wow.
Yeah, but I mean, again, that's not really saying much.
Fine. Best TV show ever made.
Well, I mean, that's just stupid.
Well, fine. You wanted something crazy.
Well,
you want crazy?
You've just thrown your lovely band of brothers off a cliff, Michael. How do you feel about that?
It. All right, let's walk this back a little bit.
So, are you saying that those characters were all new? Were they all created like new characters? Is that what you're saying?
No. The characters exist. The as characters in the game, but the sort of the canon, the history, the lore was, it was, I don't know how long's League of Legends been out. It was a long time of just sort of, video games. They just kind of.
I don't know. I feel like we need to hear from Eric Canetti on this, man. Like, I just don't believe it. Pumpsback says, got home late from a softball game. What did I miss? You missed Bancroft speaking out about Arcane. That's what you missed. Look how upset he is that not everyone's not agreeing with him.
It's an absolute. I don't need anyone to agree with me when I'm right.
If you're a minority of one, the truth is the truth. Go ahead. Sorry, that was my Gandhi.
Masterpiece of visual storytelling. Like, if you're into visual storytelling, you gotta watch Arcane.
You know what I watched on your recommendation, Mike?
What?
The Terminal List.
Oh yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, we loved it. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, it's good, huh?
Yeah, really enjoyed it. It's my
It was
kinda-
really.
my
I
kinda
thought
show.
that was
Meh.
like he really. What does Rob like? What Terminalist didn't have enough boobs in it, probably.
I was about to say that was what I was going to say. Rob likes.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, I think I've got a couple episodes to go, and I'm not itching to go watch it.
Well, yeah. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah.
It's no Breaking Bad.
Is that your
Very few
favorite
things
show?
are. I mean, I love Breaking Bad as much as everyone, but I'm probably not going to ever watch it again.
Yeah.
Whereas I have watched Arcane season 1 twice.
I mean, Skylar from Breaking Bad was just so infuriating. Like, you just wanted to throw her into a wood chipper.
Yeah, but like, what's wrong with that? It's you're supposed to have some characters that are a bit.
Yeah, but I mean, it just went on and on and on, you know? Let's be happy your man's making some money, you know?
Huh.
Some people have morals, Rob. They draw the line.
Mo says Bancroft acts like Arcane shot out from Rod's dong. Mo's on fire tonight.
He has
Oh my
been
God.
lately. Yeah, he's been very good. I did a show the other day, and Mo can't make it on that night. It was very. Yeah, there was definitely something missing in the show. That's for sure. That was good. I
God.
like it.
What, are you guys watching 1899?
I watched it, finished it.
What do you
My
think?
wife
I
is
haven't,
watching
I haven't
it. I haven't
finished
seen
it.
Yeah, it's a show.
I only saw a little bit of it, and I couldn't get past the musical cues. It just grinding my nerves just to see 3 seconds of it.
Did you figure out if that they ripped off that chick or not?
Oh, I didn't even end up doing a video on it. Everyone said it's BS. I mean, she's like it really stole the whole vibe of it. I'm like, well, I mean, you can't copyright vibes. You know? I think it had some similarities, but then it had some similarities with so many other things. So I didn't think anyone was in any real agreement.
It's a good thing that you can't too, because so many works. I mean, that's the whole reason why the burden of proof is so high on that. You know, you have to show intent. You have to show enough similarity. I mean, just there's no way. I mean, I think that's why I got so annoyed with the copyright laws being abused by Marvel to basically try to drive Dave Stevens into bankruptcy over The Rocketeer. You know, it's like it's just sometimes. I don't know. I think it's absurd for people to look at something and just say, "Well, that's completely that." I mean, you have to prove that people saw it. You know, you have to. I mean, with beyond a reasonable doubt, and then it made its way into the, influencing the project. Because I saw those images. That's one thing I did look at from it, and I was going, I could think of almost any comic Mobius illustrated of Jodorowsky that has those same visuals in it, but that's just me. Oh man.
Mo Biggs, 1899's biggest sin, stealing bandwidth that could have been dedicated to streaming Arcane.
Yes.
Savage
I'm
chat.
glad somebody gets it.
Yeah, that's savage, man. Oh.
I think it's time that I get on board with mandatory viewing. Become an authoritarian. You all must watch this. You must watch and love this show as much as I do.
So, Mike, so you're saying Arcane is better than Game of Thrones?
Yes.
Wow.
Well, I mean, Game of Thrones is an achievement. The first 5 seasons were glorious, but then it had such a. I mean, if Game of Thrones had have stuck the landing, I would have been able to say that. And Arcane was an achievement as well, but you know, it's I don't know how many episodes it was, 8 or 10 or something. It's one season. But
I don't know, man. Like the stuff that made Arcane so great for me was the world building, which is something that's been established previously.
yeah, but not for me. I didn't even know it was. I didn't even know it was. Whatever the hell it is, League of Legends.
You can't say, "Oh man, they've done such a good job of world building in the show," when the world's already.
I'm
been
not
built.
even like the world building isn't even the biggest sell for me. It's the characterization and the animation and the storytelling and the expression and the emotion and the actual story, story of the thing. Like that to me is the biggest selling points. The world building it's pretty cool, but you know, I'm interested, but it's not like why I love the show.
Would I like it?
It's
if
more
I
the
haven't seen the video game?
visuals and all that sort of stuff, and the visual. It's really the visual storytelling. You know, music, animation, art, all together, working well.
What Paulie's Art says, did you guys hear that the Wozniak guy who basically wrote the Batman is getting countersued by DC Warner because he wrote an unauthorized script? Can't make it up.
What?
Countersued by DC?
Yeah, DC/Warner.
Wow.
I didn't even think that's a thing. The way he tells the story is that he wrote a script as a submission, which I think is just something people do all the time. So,
What did you think, Mike, of this character from Arcane?
Vi,
Mm-hmm.
she's pretty cool. Not my favorite in the show, but
Fair enough.
pretty cool.
Where's this going?
I don't know where it's going. And they're suing him for writing it. Ooh, there you go.
Nice. Way to go, Warner Brothers.
Mo says, Arcane has visuals, not since the heyday of the GameCube.
Oh, dang.
It's the quality of the visuals that make all the difference.
This is looking good, Mike. You're getting there. You're getting there.
Getting there bit by bit, piece by piece,
Step
brick by
by
brick.
step.
Is Camel inking at the same time? Is he working on this? Or is he doing
Okay.
something else?
So Mike, just to clarify, you would say Arcane is better than The Sopranos?
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
Absolutely.
Better than Boardwalk Empire?
Yes.
Oh, God. I hate Boardwalk Empire.
Really?
I loved it until I hated it. Yep.
Yeah,
Better
I don't know how. I
than
don't
the
know.
X-Men?
We quit at some point. We gave up. It was going. Into
I loved
weird
it up
directions,
until,
so.
spoiler alert, folks, for people in the chat, but they killed off a character in that show.
Good.
Jimmy. And he was, to me, more than a side character. He was essentially, you know, more or less the co-main or more main character in that story. And once that wrapped up, it just left so many, you know, threads hanging in the air. I was like, I'm totally disconnected from the story.
Hang
now.
on, which one was Jimmy again?
Jimmy was the guy with the limp.
He was the,
came back.
He was the
from
dead
World War
one,
I.
Mike. He was the
Yes.
dead one. They killed
Jimmy
him off.
Darmody. Michael Pitt's character.
Jimmy Darmody. That really...
The guy who introduces himself to Richard Half-Face Harrow when they meet.
God, it's been too long. Hold on a second.
Dude, seriously. I can't do any better than that.
Did I even watch this show?
Noijatat says, video game show this Wednesday happening, or is it really the last show? Yeah, I think it's happening. We're moving the Rob and Mike show to the next day. So it should be happening.
Earphones are playing up here.
My internet's cutting out. I don't know.
Are you guys saying anything?
Are you guys saying anything?
Not right now.
I'll read this one.
You want me to read it?
My internet's been weird, so you read it.
Okay, yeah. My headphones are cutting out. Okay. There will not be justice on this world. There will not be justice on this world until the very air we breathe has been banished, replaced by the nourishing nectar that is arcane. Yes. Yes.
Simple, yeah.
Finally, someone else understands. I didn't know that character died, so obviously I didn't get that far. So that's why I still probably have good feelings about it.
Yeah, it was just put it this way, it reeked of difficulty behind the scenes or some issue going on, like, you know, when those abrupt left turns that the story is not building towards, and they try to convince you, oh, it was building towards that, and it's like, it'd be like if you made a Superman Batman movie or a TV series, and then you took out Superman at the end of season 1. You're like, shouldn't it just been called Batman?
Good.
Like, it's kind of odd. So yeah, it was pretty. I was just like, this is terrible storytelling. Like, why did I spend any time with this character? Like, I wasted my time. I was talking about Arcane, Mo Biggs.
Blasphemy. But yeah, no, it was pretty good for a bit, but yeah.
Yeah, it was. I thought it was great. I love World War I and history, and then the Roaring Twenties. I'm fascinated by the Roaring Twenties history and all of that stuff.
That's because you're from the 20s.
Sorry?
Because you're from the 20s.
That's definitely true.
20s.
That's right, man. Oh yeah, no, this is like 70s, man. This sucks.
Crazy Man says it's not even the best series on Netflix, but it was a good watch. What's the best series on Netflix, Crazy Man? Let us know.
Arcane?
Oh, yeah. I'm happy to wait another 6 years for the next season.
Thank you, Camel. Yeah, thank you, Camel, for that, by the way. I agree 100%. They were trying to capture whatever that Sopranos things was, but I really think it was a massive error to not let the story unfold. It was,
You know what was a massive error in Sopranos? Having that psychiatrist chick in the series. She just got rid of her straight away.
I hope Ethan's not watching. He's gonna flip out.
Why is that, Rob?
Flip out.
Why can't we have a show where gangsters just be gangsters and not have everyone talk about their feelings
Because
all the
they've
time?
done that show
Bullshit.
100 times. It was the whole point of it was to have a different take on it.
Yeah.
Oh, Mo's got a good one for you. Bancroft, Arcane or Bluey? Don't do it, Bancroft. Don't you dare do it. Don't
Arcane,
you
it's
dare
obviously
do it.
Arcane.
Oh, you're
Bluey's
a
a
dick.
great kids show. But it's no
Camel says Milfy was the entire concept of The Sopranos. Yeah, and I didn't like it.
Dude. Oy.
Mike, how are you going to make that purple chick and blue dude work so there's separation there? What are you going to do?
Power of lighting and effects. And maybe something else that I haven't thought of yet.
What's Mel cooking for dinner?
Hey, good looking.
Good looking.
What you got cooking? Don't know.
Oh, here's one. Arcane or Peaky Blinders?
Ah,
Peaky Blinders is a damn good show, I tell you. Although I haven't watched Peaky went off on season 4, and we've been reticent to watch the 5th one because we haven't heard great things. But you get it, like
freaking love that show. That's a good
there's
one.
only so many times you can be the underdog who comes back to, and uses your smarts to win the day. That's what was so good about the first 2 or 3 seasons of Vikings as well. Especially when it's a similar show, especially when you're having a meteoric rise at the same time. Like every season of Peaky Blinders is in a, he's in a bigger and bigger standing. But season 5, Shant, is it? Should I watch it?
Okay, here's the thing, man. That is a show. I can't give you that feedback because that show falls squarely into things I love. Like it's just so it's like if I'm watching a movie like what you just said right there, where someone's against all odds and they make it through again and again. There's some shows where that doesn't bother me as much. So it's hard to say. I just love the characters so much. I love that whole era. So it's tough to say, man. It's tough to say.
I love hearing Clark come out and say, "Peaky Blinders."
My favorite character in that entire show has been Alfie Solomon's. That's the character I most identify with, man.
That's like, Alfie is just all of Guy Ritchie's gangster movies rolled up into one amazing character. Yeah. It's just so good.
I just love it. Did you look through the binoculars? I just freaking love it.
Yeah, every scene he's in, you're just, it's so good.
God, he just chews the scenery up, man.
Crazy mad, you've lost me, bro. Stranger Things, Glow, Daredevil, Witcher, and Ozark are all better than Arcane.
Wow.
Stranger Things is up there. Glow, I haven't seen. Daredevil, I liked.
First season.
No, I like them all. I think like that last season where they did that 5 or 7 minute long fist fight in one cut that was pretty impressive. Witcher, the second season was barely watchable. But if I wasn't drawing, there's no way I would have been able to get through it. Ozark is a bit too intense for me. I didn't think I could watch Ozark.
Witcher is a shame, man. That is what happens again when you get these people and they're given something that they have. I guess this is what it comes down to. If George Lucas and Steven Spielberg want to drive Indiana Jones or Star Wars or any of those things in a direction that people don't like, I don't think they're trying to do it, but I can kind of live with it a little bit. It's when people take these things over that have not been a part of building them and just do whatever the hell they want with them, it drives me freaking crazy. I'm so glad Henry Cavill walked. That was a total baller move, man. They're screwed now, and they know it. She just put out a statement today, the showrunner, basically saying, well, we hope everyone will stick around for season 3 so we can keep making more of these. Which is basically like saying, if this season 3 doesn't do well, we're not going to get a season 4, which is just like, well, you should have thought about that before you alienated the whole reason people were watching.
It was terrible.
And they didn't know why people are watching.
Yeah,
that's their issue.
Yeah.
They have no sense of self-awareness.
Yeah, they think they created it. They're idiots.
Yeah.
Camel says, Daredevil was the most boring show ever. The only people who enjoy it are blind.
It was very slow. But again, I don't mind slow because I'm usually drawing. So, but
to be fair, I enjoyed Daredevil. I think every series they've done since there has just been terrible, though. Not terrible, but a significant step down from Daredevil. So, I mean, if you think Daredevil sucks, then everything past that sucks even harder.
I liked Punisher, man. I hate to say it, but it did.
Yeah, I like Punisher too. I don't know why there's all that hate for Punisher.
I love it. I think John Bernthal, I know what people were saying. He wasn't really the Punisher. It was more of a military thing, less of a I know my Punisher. I love that character. It was my first comic book character I got into, and I just thought on its own that first season was great. Second season, no, I couldn't even get into it. Like I was like, ugh. Especially with the reveal of Jigsaw, I thought that was garbage. I was like, what on earth were they thinking? that actor's vanity got in the way of that role big time.
I like the Punisher movie, man, with Thomas Jane. That's
I've never
fun.
seen that.
I did some pages for him once.
We started watching the Dread
kind?
movie because everyone was saying it was awesome. So
Dude, I'll kick
did a
you
stream.
from this stream if you shit on Dread.
I did a stream on the new Dread that they're talking about doing. We didn't even make 10 minutes. We were like, this is a bit B grade. What is this?
Nice to see you, Mike. Have a great day. I hope you enjoyed it. That's the stream, folks.
Tell me it isn't a budget movie. At least give me that. Like it's a low
gritty.
budget movie.
It's a gritty.
No.
movie.
Which movie are
Gritty
you
is just
talking
another
about?
word for it's a low budget.
Wait,
It's a
which
low
movie are you
budget
talking?
movie.
Crazy,
Dread
man. I
with,
thought it was Fred's, man.
Dread with who is it? Carl Urban.
I freaking love that movie. That movie's
Yeah.
brilliant. What are you talking about?
We didn't
Mel,
watch
come
it.
on now.
We didn't watch it because I was like, I'm not really in the mood for watching a grindhouse indie film right now.
Oh!
That's all I'm gonna say on the matter.
Dang, son.
Just wanted something with a bit more polish. That's all. I had my fill with Platooth and
Interesting.
El Pimpo Maximo from the other week. So,
Man.
I know if I really loved Dread the character, which I don't. I've got 2 Dread comics, and I was like, could take them or leave them. I probably would have watched it, but you know. So we ended up watching Demolition Man.
Oh,
Demolition Man, though, is great. That's a
great!
masterpiece.
It's a great movie. Yes.
But
Demolition Man's
did you
Wow.
know? Did you know they changed Taco Bell to
Yes.
to Pizza Hut?
Mm-hmm.
The hell? So
Yeah.
and they actually dub it. So they're saying Taco Bell, but sorry, you're hearing Pizza Hut, but they're saying Taco Bell, and you can see it's like a freaking Chinese movie all of a sudden.
Yeah. Well, I think
Yeah,
it was
so
only
why
in
do
certain.
that?
It was only in certain countries they did that.
Yeah, but it's like
They did that in-
I grew
they
up.
did that in
we didn't have
countries where there
Taco
wasn't
Bell
Taco
here. We
Bells.
didn't have Taco Bell here in Australia. I grew up watching it. It said Taco Bell, so
Yeah.
I knew. I didn't need to have the restaurant here to know that it's a restaurant. I didn't understand this silliness.
Oh, well, they signed a deal to do that. So they were trying to market it in countries where they didn't have a Taco Bell. So that must have been an international
I
cut
see.
you got. So because it still says Taco Bell here.
Mo points out, Shanth, you have to keep in mind that Bancroft has tried to watch Dread after the life-changing experience of watching Arcane. It really was life-changing.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I concede that point.
Mo says, hey, that's weird because Taco Bell and Pizza Hut have the same owners. If that's true, then that's bizarre.
But they're not in every country. Taco Bell isn't in every
Yeah, oh,
country.
yeah, right, of course.
Pizza Hut is. Because apparently that's our best export.
Do we still have Pizza Hut here?
Yeah,
Mike,
we
or is that
do, and
gone
it's
now?
great. It's really
love me
good.
Pizza
I
Hut.
mean, it's like obviously it's not the Pizza Hut that it used to be in terms of the restaurants and everything. It's just a kind of hole in the wall these days. But there's one sort of. It's not super close, but I will order it if I if I really have a hankering for it because there's something about it, the taste, the options that they do. I'm down with it. I really like it.
We'd probably get struck, but have you ever heard the song Pizza Hut and Taco Bell, combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell by the group Das Racist? It's so good, dude.
I mean, what do you think,
I
Sean?
haven't.
Do you think we've heard that?
I don't know. I feel like, oh, God, see, like, I don't want you to get struck, man. I don't know. I don't know if it's something. I
Yeah,
can
let's
play.
not play that.
We're not gonna risk it.
Mo says Australia must have 1980s Pizza Hut. It's exactly as I remember it. Actually, it really is.
Yeah.
Like from when you'd go into that restaurant, you know, they had their special buildings, and it was like an event when you go into a Pizza Hut. And yeah, it is pretty similar, I must say. Like they haven't really changed the recipe.
I've got a question for Shanth and everyone in chat. Have you guys tried Mr. Beast Burger?
No, I haven't yet.
Do they have that here?
I don't know if they have it here. They've definitely got it in America.
Victoria would kill to get Mr. Beast Burger. She's a massive fan.
We see my girlfriend's a vegetarian, which pretty much makes me a vegetarian too. So I never had one. How are they? No, I haven't had a. My son is, of course, aware of Mr. Beast, and so he's not had one yet. But I'm sure if we had the opportunity, we would.
I like Mr. Beast. He's fun.
So does Elon, apparently.
Elon Musk likes Mr. Beast.
Yeah. Oh God, Mr. Beast. God, it was Mr. Beast made some comment, or something, and he said, I think Elon responded by saying, "God, until Twitter starts making long form videos available with a better percentage given to creators." Like Elon threw his hat, which you know how he is when he throws something out there, into the YouTube streaming video ring. And he's apparently friends with Mr. Beast, and so I think he was sort of kind of, firing a shot across the bow. Like, maybe I could start a streaming platform and grab the biggest creators off of YouTube and pay them ungodly money. So it was a weird, that dude's shaking things up, that's for sure, man. He is not playing around.
Well, when you got hundreds of billions of dollars and you only live once.
And you're smarter than everybody else, that helps too, man. He's playing a different game.
Is he though? Is he?
Yeah, he is. Totally is.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, the moves he makes, if you really break that stuff down, man, it's like the whole I'm gonna buy this and then backing out thing threw them completely off in terms of of which side of this are we really on. He made them tip their hand that they wanted him to buy it. And then it just made it so much harder for people to go. Like, the people who were against him had to switch positions suddenly. It was great, man. The guy moved him in circles. It's terrific.
Maromi says it's just a relabeled local pop-up burger joint. Yeah, from what I understand, they put it. Well, they let restaurants cook the Mr. Beast burger at they instruct them how to do it. So I don't know. I don't know if it's any good. Sumi says, how does that guy get the money to do all that stuff? Is it just sponsorships and ad revenue? Yep, both of those things.
Mr. Beast, where does he get his money from?
Yeah.
Well, he started. He was getting a bit of, just like every other YouTuber who gets a bit of notoriety. He got someone offered him $3,000 to do something. And he said, make it $10,000 and I'll give it to a homeless person on the street. And they're like, no, you're not. It's like, yeah. Make it 10,000. Trust me, this is going to go viral. And so they did give him 10,000 and he did that and it did go viral. So that's sort of what he did then for like years after that. He would get companies to pay him money and then he would go out and give that away. So for the longest time, he wasn't really making any money. It was like he made it look like he had all his money, but it was just money that he was getting from companies to give to whatever he wanted to, just to do outlandish stuff. And then it grew and grew and grew. But I mean, he gets more views on his videos than pretty much anyone of his size. Like for example,
he's bigger than PewDiePie now.
PewDiePie has 110 million subs, gets like 5 million on a video, whereas Mr. Beast will get 60 million on a popular one. So he's like the whole thing he's been doing ever since he started is how to maximize viewership and revenue and game YouTube essentially. And he even tutors YouTubers sometimes. And he's like, it was funny that time he tweeted out, he said, "Oh, I took a small YouTuber who was only making $20,000 a month on YouTube."
I love
And everyone was
that.
like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah." And then within 3 months, he was earning $200,000 a month on YouTube. It's like, oh, okay, okay, sure. But yeah, that's his thing. But he does good stuff. He's funny. It's like mindless entertainment. Which we all need sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Especially now, man. I mean, I think that's the thing that people have lost sight of is the entertainment, that's just for entertainment's sake. That's one of the things I love about the Jack Show. That's what I like about a lot of the stuff that we do, in CG, just having a good laugh. I mean, it's so necessary.
You like everything, Sean.
No,
yeah, you're Ned Flanders.
No, dude. Yeah, like, this is the thing. People are like, man, you're so positive about a lot of stuff. Well, Michael, you know me. I have an incredibly decent memory, I'd say. But my memory is big enough to where I can tell you this. There's so much stuff that I know that I absolutely despise. Like, I absolutely freaking hate.
Is one of those things the post office and your parents? Because if it is, you're Ned Flanders.
No, I do hate my parents, though. But I love the post office.
I don't mind the post office either.
That sounded like a... You might want to clarify the second part. Just be clear. And I love my parents. Throw that one in there. But,
yeah, them too.
No, I mean, seriously, man, I hate mainstream entertainment almost to a furious passion. Yeah, there's so much stuff that drives me crazy. I just try not to... It's tough, man. It's like I try not to spend time in that space as much as I can because it sort of sucks the energy out of it. But God, man, it drives me crazy sometimes. Like I tell my wife this is that we have more capacity to get our work out there and do things that are inspiring, and watching that stuff be squandered and actively eroded drives me nuts. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. It's just so much stuff drives me crazy.
Robbie,
but,
Shanti, you should hang around here a bit more. Have a good positive influence on Rob.
I'll try.
And
oh man, did I mention that? I can't stand Rob. Rob, I wish I knew how to quit you. I just don't.
My wife says that a lot.
Oh,
Mo says, and he even let the homeless guy keep a percentage. Now, I believe Mr. Beast is honest. I choose to believe that in this world of dishonesty. We need more people like you, Shant.
Do we?
Who are out there staying positive in a world of...
Yeah, and we need people like me.
Here.
It's like yin and yang.
Do we though?
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what, my gold standard human beings were Bob Ross for sure, and Mr. Rogers. Man, they got it done.
What have they done lately?
I don't know. They've been kind of taking time off lately. I don't know what the hell that's about.
Slacking.
Oh, no, actually, what am I saying? Here's what they've done. They're dead and killing it on YouTube with views. How about that? They're destroying all of us on YouTube. Is what they've done lately.
I know, right?
And they did.
God,
yeah, fair enough.
It's depressing.
Camel says we need more Shants, less Robs. Mo says Shant goes from praising mindless entertainment in one breath to bashing Rob in the next.
That's true.
I love Shant's solo draw streams, and he invites me on, and I'm just like, I'm not getting into this. I'm not ruining this. I'm not going to be the one to throw a monkey wrench into this perfectly working machine.
Yeah, I mean that's my job.
Yeah, so I just let him go because it's like, I love listening to motivational speakers. Every now and then you just need that boost of just some positivity to kind of remind you and keep you on the path. And Shanth is like a motivational speaker, but for Comicsgate.
Is that how? I really can't imagine that.
Yeah, that's how it is for me. That's like when I listen to your Shaw streams, I'm like, I come out and I'm energized.
Oh my God.
I'm like, yes, I'm ready to attack the day.
Camel says, but Rob is the height of mindless entertainment. And then Mo says, mindless? Yes. Entertainment? No.
Questionable.
Oh
my Lord. Yeah, it's weird. It's nice. I guess it's nice to be described as positive. It's strange. I never really think about it that much. I just kind of go.
It's because you're always happy thinking about other things.
Yeah, it's like, I'll tell you what, man. Yeah, sometimes I wonder about that. It's like, I just, no matter how tough things have been, I generally speaking have always sort of felt like, some kind of enthusiasm and positivity. I don't know where the hell that comes from. It's crazy. It really
Crazy Matt says, Rob is proof that if you want enough, Camel will let you on his show.
Just gotta keep whining.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that from this? That's from The Simpsons. That's the message that Clinton says. It's like, if you complain hard enough, what does he say? If you want to get what you want, you just got to complain hard enough. And Marge says, that's a pretty lousy message. I'm a pretty lousy president.
What? Jesus. I don't remember that.
Yeah. That was when they used to actually give it to everyone.
God, those were the days.
You know who's really positive and, I wish we saw more of? Kelsey.
Yeah, Kelsey's positive.
Yeah, we all love Kelsey. He's really good too.
He shouted out Camel's art contest on Boots and Heels today, which was really nice.
Oh, nice, man. Yeah, Kelsey's good people.
We'd call him a top bloke.
Yeah.
Did we get? Did we get him over 27 yet?
Should I refresh?
Yeah, give it a refresh.
No.
Shiver me timbers. I was trying to come up with an idea for the cover contest. I'm like,
Yeah, he's on John's right now. Yeah, he's a good dude. He's just got that infectious energy.
Yeah, he loves art, man. I mean, that's really when he talks about artwork. When I go to my desk every day, it's like I'm always thinking about all the art that inspires me. And Kelsey's a lot like that. Like he's really, he could talk about the craft and the different people who work in it all day long. And that's what I think about when I sit down at the desk. It's like, like when I was doing some sketches. Between Nosfero stuff, I'll do sketches of things that just to be shit, there it is again. Just to be positive. Do sketches for people and do sketches of things I'm inspired by and or people I want to kind of pump up and say, hey man, keep kicking ass. And those two sketches I did for the Razor Fist thing, these things I posted.
Mm-hmm.
Like these were just things I busted out just because I wanted to say
these.
I think you have. You've seen these, right? I posted these on. I think I posted these on Twitter, but I'm not sure.
I haven't been on Twitter, actually.
I saw them on a live stream.
Oh, okay. So I did these paintings of his characters from this book. The second book's about to be released, and just to say, hey, what's up, and good work. Keep talking about the Iron Age and that kind of thing.
Nice, man.
And did all this stuff, right? And it was fun. Like on the sword, I did an inlay where it was kind of like the Ulfbert sword, but like with Razor Fist written in it. I don't know if you guys can see, but it was what it was. And then today I was just working on a break between Nosfero stuff. I was working on a thing where I was like going, I want to see. I saw an interview with Gina Carano, and I really wish they had put her in an action movie. First off the bat, you know what I mean? And so I started doing this like sketch up of a kind of like, Wendigo killing kind of Western character in Photoshop today. And it was fun. I mean, it's just, I don't know what to do with it, but it was just something I was doing in my spare time.
She was in Haywire. Have you seen that? Sean?
No, but I saw her talking about it, and
Not bad.
she was talking about it was the film she's most proud of that she's done.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah. Soderbergh, I guess, directed that, right? Is what she was saying.
Camel says, Mike, what has happened to Robust's cape? It's gold again.
I don't think I ever fixed it.
Oh, Mike.
What happened to it?
Hi, I want to offer promotion of your channel. Viewers, followers, views, chatbots. The price is lower than any competitor. The quality is guaranteed to be the best. What do you think?
How about no?
That's gonna be a no from me, dog.
Do I have a response to that? What are they gonna do? No. Just gonna leave that one there. That's the kind of quality chats we get from Twitch.
Let me see here. I'm gonna share this and see if this works. Window. Share. There we go. This is like I shared an image now that's like it's like a photo bash / trackpad art.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And I was like thinking like what kind of thing would I want to see with Gina Carano, and I was like thinking like kind of like a Western, you know, kind of like an to me I think should be great for something like an Underworld type thing, but like on a lower budget, but like a cooler, more practical effects kind of way.
I know what I'd want to see with Gina Carano.
I can imagine. And so I was playing around with it and trying to come up with a costume design. So like there was this sort of sling for the rifle that was like, you know, tooled leather, kind of like a wing, right there to hold it, and then just kind of playing around with just different elements of it. And then I was taking the design for the Primitive Man from 2001. I don't know if you guys remember that mask design was great, and kind of creating these sort of Wendigo characters. But you know, just this is the kind of stuff that, you know, you just sort of brainstorm about and think, all right, what would you do if you were in that situation? So, yeah, just the kind of shit I'm doing. Yeah, Terror on the Prairie. Yeah, man, that's exactly what I was thinking about. I thought, my wife goes, is Terror on the Prairie a horror movie, action horror movie? And I said, no, but it should have been. Like, it's fine, but even she was talking about wanting to do more action in her stuff. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, man, let her do action. Make it happen.
Mike, 2 hours.
Yep. 2 hours?
2 hours.
2 hours.
You're up. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, our time is up.
There you have it.
I want to thank...
Do you want to talk about Arcane more before you leave, or are you good?
No, you know what I will do? Seriously, though, watch the documentary. It's a really good documentary. I will just shout out Boots and Heels. That's the piece I'm coloring. I think Camel's going to wait until after New Year's, I think, to release this. What does he call it? The 4 covers? Quid something? I don't know.
Quadriptych.
4 covers. Quadriptych? Is that it?
I don't know. I'm making that up.
So yeah, but look, I'm really happy with how it's progressing. I'll continue working on it, and it's going to be sick. In the meantime, there's still plenty of really cool perks that you can grab on the campaign. I mean, technically, it's actually should still be live, but Indiegogo going to Indiegogo. So, but he's still doing amazing well. $40,000 reduce ain't nothing to sneeze at. That's really something. So. Congratulations, Camel. Replicator 4 is raising signups. How many are you up to now, Rob?
530.
Ooh-wee.
Nice, man.
That's closer to 1,000 than not.
Yes, that is correct.
I'm so happy for you.
Rob has a incredible 9-card artwork thing that will be available on the campaign, which is probably the best piece of art that Rob has ever had from his IP, the Replicator, which is, it's very cool. It's actually saying something because there's a lot of
It's
cool
pretty
art
crazy, yeah. Like when you think about all the insane artists we've had on it, like Aaron, Fragger, Clayton, Rob Willis. Yeah, I mean this thing's bananas, man. Absolutely bonkers.
There is a documentary, Crazy Mad. I think it's called something Rift. You can go search for it. It's on YouTube, but you watch it in 5 parts. Very high quality documentary. But I think what you get most out of it though is just you're blown away by the passion and pursuit of perfection of the artists and creators working on the show. So like even if you didn't think the show was the bee's knees like I do, I think anyone, especially anyone who's is into Comicsgate and really is constantly like, oh, I can't believe what they're doing. It's like the exact opposite of what you hear from Marvel, DC, all these other shows. Like the exact opposite. It's very interesting. There it is.
Yes, Simply Green.
Quadriptych cover. Mo says, I'm not watching the documentary until it has been thoroughly scanned for subliminal messages. Bancroft has clearly been affected.
I feel like you need to super chat Mo because he's been on fire tonight, Bancroft.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I have plans. Don't worry about it.
Is it not giving him his wrenchy that he deserved? And
all the wrenches are on my Christmas tree. All the wrenches are hanging on my Christmas tree.
One moment here.
Oh, hang on.
We got to salute 80s made.
We've got something happening right here.
Hold up.
Bang.
Hold up.
All right. Here we go. There we go.
Boom.
27,251 backers.
Hell, 80s made.
Bang.
I mean, I don't have...
My man.
I have a different celebration video that I can play. But then I have to stop it because it shows the bookmarks versus stickers campaign. That's awesome. Thank you, 80s. That's great.
Hail.
Congrats, Camel.
Bam.
Congrats, brother.
Bo says, congrats, Camel, I guess. Speaking of congratulations, if we go back to this, this guy here is kicking goals. Shanth, you're $1,000 away from $50,000 dues. Did you know that?
I'm excited. That's when I'm coming down there.
Aware of that?
And we are gonna go grab some food. I'm not gonna be left out.
Yeah, you can. Come down, share a beer with me, Rob, Ray, D, the Bartons, Dean.
I can't believe Ray lives in Eltham. That's crazy.
If I get to Australia though, and I don't see a single Linda swimsuit, I'm out of there. I don't care how many hours back that flight is. I better see
what's
Linda.
a Linda swimsuit?
You know, the one
that Bancroft got in trouble for watching with me one time.
I know.
It was.
I actually really did. I
know you did.
I got a talking to.
I know you did, man. Oh man, that was close. Yeah, she said. Did you say she goes? Did you have fun with Shop?
Yeah, that's pretty much
that was so great, man.
What's her name? Linda.
What? No, just look up the Linda swimsuit. That's like.
Yeah, that's well, Rob. You can look that up on your own time.
Yeah, it'll. I love you, Mel. You know that.
But yeah, Shanta's been kicking ass. These pages are just. See, this is what I'm talking about.
I don't
the
get it.
Pursuit of perfection and pushing the medium.
Update that. Man, yeah, this is Comicsgate, man. This is what we're doing here. This is why it drives them so crazy, is that we're doing stuff that they can't even imagine doing. When I look at the perspective on Rob's cover for the Lucent 2, I mean, whatever it is, whatever we're talking... By the way, that was me fishing for artwork and talking at the same time. You know, I think I deserve something for that. But, darn, I can't find that page. But I've got so much artwork here that would mortify people to see how it's stored at the moment. But, oh yeah, that page right there. There's an image. That image was adjusted because I wasn't showing it first. But if you look at on my screen right here, at the base of the pyramids, that's actually the first panel where he starts telling the story right there. So that's it before, and then if you look on my image right here, that's the updated one. This is the final, and that's the character Amun al-Hazred when he shows up to kind of unleash these Thulu-like creatures into the world. So it's, oh man, there's so much stuff. I want to tell one thing about the story, if I may give a spoiler on this, because I'm super proud of it. So the werewolf character's name, his actual name, is Fenrir Malin, named for the coach himself. It's actually true. And then his nickname that Nosferatu calls him is Greylock. And the reason is when they were both imprisoned and all he could see through the bars of the werewolf character was this single, because he was aging at the time, the single one gray lock of hair, and that's what he held on to, hope that there was someone else going through the imprisonment like he was. That's the kind of stuff that I get really into with the storytelling, is like how these characters came to know each other. So I can't wait, man. Loving this book.
It's going to be sick. It is going to be sick. You can grab that. Make Shant's day. Make all of our day. How far away do you reckon you are?
I'm just doing the final scene right now, and then I'm gonna lay all the pages. You've seen me do that. I'm gonna lay out all the pages, and there's one thing that I'm kind of wrestling with right now. I think the book could use one more double page spread, but I'm just gonna finish the pages I intend to do and lock that, and then take a look at it, because there's one thing. But I mean, it's what are we now? I got about 4 or 5 pages right now left. That's about it.
Wow.
And it's flying right now, so it's been great, man.
This is a highly anticipated book.
Oh, man, I can't
and
wait.
It's great to
Can't
see
wait for you guys
people
to
are
go.
actually getting on board with it here. 529 backers. Holy cow.
You know what channel it started on, right?
more.
You know what channel it started on, right?
I remember.
Right
How
here,
could I
man.
forget?
With
I can
you and
remember
Mel
sitting
and-
here. I can remember seeing Mel's face just like this. Shaft
Dude,
went
you
live.
don't
I was
understand?
like, what?
I came out of a career, and this is the thing that still makes me laugh about that. I came out of a career where, in Comicsgate, folks, I need you to understand this. Nobody helped anybody in my 18 years in that career. People, the level of help from somebody who you've just met and gotten to know, it didn't even dawn on me that was a thing. And I was just, to think of where I was then to where I am now is a miracle. And I am so grateful for all of you guys. I'm very thankful to you and Mel for that, and Joe and everybody who was there, helping me with this book, guys. It's been amazing, and it's crazy. The amount of friends I've made in CG it's unreal.
Speaking of help, we helped these guys get their campaign up, and this went so far above and beyond what anyone was expecting.
Right on.
This is so encouraging, and it's cool because like a lot of our really good friends are attached to this campaign. You're on it, Dean's on it, Kenneth, Shelby, Neff, Camel, I'm on it. Even Rob is sort of tangentially attached.
Yeah, man.
Barely.
Although everyone was really praising you the other day, Rob. And I'm like, what did Rob do? He just said, oh, yes, Shant, please make artwork. That would be great.
Yeah.
I'm trying to gauge his expression here.
That is completely accurate. I mean,
Okay, good.
there's
All
no
right.
argument.
Sean's on it. Who else
He's
is
my
here?
brother,
there's
man.
friggin' Jeremy, and then you've got EJ
Hale.
and Shelby again. It's just crazy. People really went nuts for this. I could be happy for Snuggy and all the guys who helped put this together. So,
right on.
Jaro asks, "How is old Thunderbuns?" He's recovering. He's just recovering. He's taking it. I told him, man, take it easy. Like Joe, Joe worries. Obviously, he's sort of like out of the limelight a little bit, but as just really take it easy. Your seat isn't going.
We're still
anywhere.
talking about him.
Exactly. I know, right?
We love you, Joe. If you're watching this,
Yeah,
Joe, we love
it'd
you.
be
buddy.
different if he was a dickhead, but he's a really nice person and everyone likes him.
Yeah, that's kind of
he's the best.
right
so,
there.
it's like if you guys knew the full story of everything that Joe went through in 2022, you wouldn't believe it. It really does read like you know, the truth is stranger than fiction. But he's on the mend. And
was it as crazy as Arcane though, Bancroft?
If Arcane had that plot, I would have been disappointed because I would have said, all that shit can't happen to one person or one family. It wouldn't have made sense.
Oh my God, Mo! Stop,
What did
Mo.
I say? If you're wondering what Joe's recovering from, he binged the entire Arcane series in one sitting. He's never fully
Too soon,
recovered.
Mo.
It's too much goodness in one hit.
Oh God, I love comics. Games.
Last but not least, do sign up for Painted Death, a graphic novel. I might have a cover. We might finally have a cover if this piece that I'm sort of nutting out works right. That's a saying, all right?
It's a saying in the States, but I don't think it means what you think it means.
Man, if people clipped the stuff he said tonight, you'd be in trouble.
Yeah, I've got a big black cock coming, and
I'm nutting
out.
It's look, I made a promise, and I'm not going to hide my Australianness. All right, I'm going to say things like rubbish bin. I'm going to say things like nutting out. I'm going to say when it gets really hot, I put on my thongs. You know, stuff like that. I'm not going to hide from it.
I say that's a cracker when something's really good.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't say that.
Cracker.
Yeah, I say that's a cracker when I see you guys. It's the same thing. Oh my God!
Please do sign up for this. I know I've haven't been talking about it much because I've been working on getting that second chance for Waking Dream thing started up and everything, but this is still going at full speed. And yeah, you know, actually, I finished a page the other day. You know, I set myself a little goal and I did it, and yeah, I was really happy with how it came out. So on to the final scene, which is exciting. And yeah, thongs plural, one for each foot. I don't know what the misunderstanding is.
Linda's is what we call them here.
You put your thongs on your feet. Don't forget the wanger. I think the wangos was purely among my friend group. Like no one else says wangos. That was just our thing.
That's beautiful.
I don't know how that came about, but all right. I want to thank Rob. I want to thank Shant for coming and hanging out. The biggest thank you of all goes out to the wonderful, the amazing, incredible, spectacular, ever generous, and always phenomenal, sexiest chat in all of CG. I probably won't see you tomorrow on a stream, but I'll put out a video, and I will see you on the Primetime Comicsgate in a couple of days. All right, bye.
Individually